Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 19, Week 2, Day 5. So today, of course, we're going to be doing over mostly Bounty Hunter, messing with Bounty Hunter, doing pretty much the entire system of Bounty Hunter, and it is basically our game plan for today. Aside from that, we got new shirts. Probably doesn't look any different. You guys probably don't even notice sometimes, because I just have so many of them. But I now have like a third set of colored shirts in my closet because one of the sets were starting to like tear at the collar. I was mentioning that some the other week or even the other month. But yeah, I got another set of similar looking shirts. So it probably doesn't look anything different. Probably looks exactly identical to like the two other ones. But hey, we got new ones. They feel different. They feel nice. And they're not all broken up at the collar. But yeah, I finally got another set because the other one has been, honestly, I probably need to go throw the other pair out. They've been around for like almost a decade now, and gosh, are they a little beyond repair from a little over usage, because the only thing we wear are like pure colored shirts. But anyways, hope you guys have been having a wonderful starting weekend. But yeah, let's go and let's actually let's go to the game mode. So I haven't actually bought in the Bounty Hunter troop yet, but of course, if you go over to games, go over to Bounty Hunter, we got this little guy. Do you do anything relevant? I don't believe so. Though I could say that about any Bounty Hunter troop and probably be correct. I deal some damage to an enemy and then converts 4 gems of their mana color to freeze gems. It's not going to be consistent enough. It's only a 4-color convert is basically what this is. This is so weak compared to like Crystallix, which does a all color to brown. And you get to choose. It's not even like random based on what color they have. So yeah, this is really bad. I guess he has a little bit of damage follow-up, but his overall amount of mana accumulation is very low, and you don't really need freeze in this game mode. If anything, freeze hurts you more than it hinders the enemy, even though he himself has immune to freeze. So yeah, beyond this week, you're just not really going to be using him. But we're going to be doing the same strategy we have been for quite a while now. The OG strategy of running Bounty Hunter, which is run the Bounty Captain, run 2 of the other Bounty Hunter troops, and then just run 1 really, really absurdly good troop to destroy everything with. And you know what one we're going for? Hey, we got a set of Ys. Oh yeah, we haven't gotten every letter set Y. Does it? Yet, I mean, that's actually kind of surprising. For how the Gems of War is nearly at a decade of like at least like what 5-6 years of the emotes existing, and I don't believe we've had a letter set for every letter yet somehow. But we just got Y. Anyways, let's go upgrade this little guy. Of course, your bonus is based on how upgraded it is. So if you are buying in, do make sure to go max it out. Otherwise, you're not getting your full bonus. And you might be wondering, we only have it to legend there, though, of course. What we do there is use an orb on it, which will cost us 1 blue orb, but that's fine. That's pretty cheap. Blue orbs are basically free these days this late in the game. But yeah, Bounty Hunter, not the cheapest of overall modes. It's 710 gems plus a blue orb to complete it these days. We were just talking about it the other day that it's not like the greatest overall value. Also, why is Tribute triggering now? I didn't even do anything related to Tribute. That's so weird. Wait, why is the thing for Tribute triggering now? I guess it does off like the first thing you do afterwards? That's interesting. Because yeah, we've already taken 3 tributes. That's weird. That was like a weird delayed reaction. Man, anyways. Alright, let's go and use this little guy. We upgraded him all the way. Let's go get our bounty team. Actually, I might as well just go put him straight into the bounty team. We go over to games, go over to bounty, go over to fight. I think our team is saved. It is. And all we have to do is just take out last week's. Oh yeah, I was saying this earlier. I was using Floral Fawn. The reason for this, I'm doing it, is as green link into green creation, which goes into Ogress. So, generally speaking, we're not really using this ever, but we're still always getting the green link value. And if we do use it, it feeds both into Ogress and Stellarix, and technically itself, and maybe even whatever your last slot is. Alright, let's type in bounty and see if we can refine this guy. Alright, where's this guy? Billion freeze mechanics. Yeah, unfortunately, kind of useless. Don't really expect much different from these troops. Hey, it does use green. Look at that, we get a pure green team. On top of this, we also get some HP. Is that really that worth it? No, but hey. 20 extra HP. Oh, speaking of which, I was wondering what that was. That's the current season pass thingy. We're getting another 5 HP. I was like, wait, what are we getting 5 HP from? But that's the season pass thing. Wait, that means I haven't claimed it yet. Wait. Hold. That means I didn't claim this week's thingy thing. I haven't claimed this week's thingy thing. I did them on Monday, but I never claimed them. Oh, this whole week we haven't had them done. Wait, this has been done since Monday. And now we get 3 extra attack. It doesn't make that big of a difference, but hey, I've gone 4 days without the 3 extra attack we could have been having. Oh, not that big a deal, but hey, every little bit helps. Anyways, where were we? Hello, everyone! Let's start doing Bounty Hunter. I'm gonna go say all the hellos. I haven't said any hellos yet. But yeah, we'll start with Bounty Hunter. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do all of it right now. We might. 24 sigils honestly do not take that long to use at all. Though that's not counting Val Ravens found. Alright, I don't think we need to change anything here. Team's looking pretty good. We're using Ogres for mana accumulation, and it's really tanky. We're using Stellaryx for click button to win. We're using Floral Fawn for Green Storm, and if it ever gets mana, which it likely won't, but if it ever does need to, it has some Green Creation, which feeds into our entire team. And then we have Yeti, which gets the luck here, looking cute and giving us 12 times multiplier, and basically that's it. You could be getting as high as 30 times multiplier, but this is very quick for only 24 times multiplier. So it's worth giving up the little bit extra speed for winning absurdly quick. So all we're going to have to do is get Stellaryx up, boom, click, dead. Rinse, repeat until we clear all the fights. And Bounty Hunter should only take about an hour. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother doing all of it tonight, but we'll definitely do a good majority of Bounty Hunter tonight. The only thing I've always kind of hated about Bounty Hunter is near the end of it, you basically just keep fighting the same fight over and over and over again. It's really weird because it has a nice diversity initially, where, you know, you're fighting through 20 sets of different fights. But then at the end, you're just fighting for like 2/3 of the time the same fight over and over again. That's one thing I've never really understood about Bounty Hunter. Like, why doesn't it just like start over from the beginning or something similar? Because it already has like a diversity system set up for like 20 fights. Yet after you do those 20, it's like, okay, yeah, we're just going to keep sending the same fight at you over and over and over again. It's just one thing that's always been kind of janky with it. Anyways, hello everyone! Let me go start all the way from the top. I don't think I said any hellos yet. I got distracted with like the shirt line at the beginning. I just find it funny because when I was looking at it earlier, like on the stream camera before I started to stream, I was like, wait, this looks like identical to the other shirt. And I feel like every single time I mention I get other shirts, because this is the second time we've gotten like a new wave of colored shirts. I almost feel like I'm lying because they look so similar. Yeah, this is our 3rd wave of colored shirts, but who knows? Maybe I've just been wearing the same ones the whole time. You never know. But this is the 3rd wave of color shirts now in the last decade. Anyways, hello Bill Warhammer. Hello Isabel. Hello Mark. Hello Sonny. Hello Yeah. Hello Chad. Hello Miss Insane Witch. Hello Jets. Hello Mr. Z. Hello Mark. Hello Lester. Hello Hello Logic Slayer. Hello Sonny. Hello Hello Bill. Hello Cookie. Hello Hello Chad. I feel like I'm doubling up on so many. Hello Draco. Hello. Is there a bounty troop that 2 times skull damage to freeze? I don't know. Though even if there is, 2 times is probably not enough to use it? Or be worth using? I can't recall one off the top of my head. I don't think there is. No, Borealis is 3 times, but it's not a bounty hunter troop, unfortunately. Though that'd be kind of funny if it was. Hello Anderson! Hello Isabel! And hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyways. Alright, what are we doing? Grab some red. Grab some other mana. Wait, I already used my mana accumulator and still don't have full mana. That's a little unfortunate. What happens though? Loco's on the Bounty Hunter leaderboard. I'm not surprised. He's been absolutely killing it with events since he's gotten back. He's like making up for the entire like 2 weeks he was gone, or 3 weeks, however long it was. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's like top 10 right now. Oh, he's a little lower than that. He's probably on lead. Yeah, he's 15 right now. I can't see my whole guild though. I can only see people who are on leaderboard. Ignores list for Lester. I've seen Bounty Hunter team with 2 times Ember Claw. You generally don't want to do more than 1 not bounty troop when you do Bounty Hunter. Otherwise you lose way too much score. You can get away with minusing 1, but you generally don't want to minus more than 1. So if you're going to try a team like that, you have to do 1 Ember Claw or 1 Takshaka. Because anything more than 1 troop given up, you're giving up a lot of points. Even just 2 is going all the way from 30 times down to 18 times. 30 times down to 24 isn't too bad because it still makes enough points. But anything beyond that is generally a little bit too much point loss unless you just don't mind buying a little bit deeper into the mode. Yeah, I generally don't advise replacing more than one troop. You can always get away with like a good hero weapon if you don't have too much, or get something cheap from factions like a Beatrix or something, or a Truffle. Because the more bounty troops you don't have on your team, the more sigils you'll need to buy. And tier 5 is just a nice in-between of speed and buying into the game mode. Where you still go really quick, but you're not like burning through a billion gems. If you forgot to do Bounty Hunter, yeah, I definitely advise still messing with the mode, even just doing the free battles. We were mentioning it the other day that it's definitely one of those that's a bit more skippable as a newer player, just because there's so many other things to be spending your gems on these days. But, you know, if you have the gems laying around, might as well do it. It's still pretty good for, like, a couple orb rolls and stuff like that. Who knows, you might get something good, like a gold glory, silver glory, pet orb. Because you get, I believe, what is it, 4 small orbs, 2 major orbs, and, like, a couple Volkies or something. So the Volkies obviously aren't that much these days, but the other rewards are still not too bad. And the event's pretty quick these days. It's going to take us, like, an hour to finish all bounty. At least with this setup. Obviously, it could take longer with not Stellaryx, but not that much longer. Plenty of stuff that could just double a couple cast kill. Instead of just insta one-shot. It's not that big a deal. Well, the more Bounty Hunter troops you have, the more you increase your points, but you can't multi-up on them. So having 2 or 3 of the same Bounty Hunter troop does not stack. So they have to be unique. So you can't just put like a ton of them on your team. However, Bounty Hunter uses the old scoring system because a lot of the more modern scoring system for this game, you only have to put 1 onto your team, but that's not how Bounty Hunter works. You actually have to put as many as you can. You actually get points up to 4 unique bounty troops. Will give you additional points up to 30 times multiplier by having the bounty captain and 3 other unique ones that are all different. However, yeah, it does stack. So having 3 on your team is more than having 2 or more than having 1. So you generally want to have either 3 or 4 bounty hunter troops on your team when doing bounty hunter. That being the bounty captain as highest priority, then 2 other maxed ones as your next priority, and then just like 1 really good damage source. Or go for a 4th bounty troop if you want to. Of course, the 4 bounty hunter troop team is still the same as it's pretty much always been. Ogrist into Tikaraki. It's a true damage mana accumulation rush team. It's a bit slower than this, obviously, but it gives you 30 times instead of 24 times. This one trades off a little bit of score for speed. A lot of speed, given that it's Stellaryx. But yeah, you always want to make sure getting at least 24 times, I would say. Which is Bounty Captain and 2 different unique bounty troops. You do have to be maxed to be able to get the full multiplier. But if you're earlier on in the game and you're not maxed, it's still fine. Whenever I say 24 times, I'm generally referring to all 3 of them being mythic and fully traded. Fully trading them is easy, but getting them mythics can be a little bit harder sometimes. If you're just starting out. Or just haven't gotten enough copies of some given ones. What keystones do Lanterns and Underspire? Wait, what? What keystones do Lantern and Underspire? You're doing the full Underspire first time for you. Oh, it's the ones, it's the 4th and 6th zone. Does anyone remember what boss it is for the 4th? Why can I not remember? But I know the 6th one is Rubarath. Does anyone remember what the boss is for the 4th one? I always just do it, but I always keep forgetting what it is. So yeah, 4th and 6th are the ones you do it on. 6th one is Rubarath. 4th, I cannot remember what it's called. I just always remember what zone it is. Which we might be getting to that tonight, so I'll let you know then. Because we're actually in the zone where we have to go use the lantern on the 4th zone. So when we get to Bounty Hunter in a little bit, uh-oh. You should be able to find it. I think we have enough battles to get that tonight. We'll find out. Oh, so did I remember to buy torches yesterday? I remember we did our battles yesterday, but I actually forget if we actually remembered to buy torches yesterday, which would be kind of bad if we didn't. Amethyst? It might be Amethyst. Do I have 100% of the achievements? No, we're actually missing 1. The one that we're missing is Silver Medaling 5 Troops. I've only done this 2, and it was 2 that I bought money into. The main reason for this is actually no. Actually, I only did money to one. The other one I actually did shiny keys on. But the main reason why I don't have all achievements is I've been hoarding all of my shiny keys for when they finally update shiny keys to be a little bit better. And because of that, I've never actually gotten the achievement for getting 5 level 2 shiny troops. I only have 2 right now out of the 5. But otherwise, yes, we have every achievement in the game. And the only one I don't have, I basically am, to some degree, deliberately not doing, at least at the moment, because I'm just hoarding the shiny keys for later. But yeah, otherwise, we have every achievement in the game. But the only one missing basically being one we're deliberately not doing. And the main reason we're holding out on shiny keys is just we're waiting till more things go into drop table. Shiny keys are a little bit weird with how they're set up in that the longer you wait, the better it's going to be. Because for one, they're likely going to be adding legends and mythics at some point to the drop table, they mentioned, which if they do, bare minimum, you want to wait until then. But even after they do that, if they do that at some point, it'd be worth still waiting. As the diminishing return when you fully max out a bounty hunter troop, or not bounty hunter troop, a shiny troop, is really, really, really bad. So, in theory, you'd actually want to wait the longest amount of time possible. Like, we're talking like maybe another 2 or 3 years. Obviously, if you want to use them, you can use them prior to that. But it is most beneficial to basically wait out as long as possible. As the more things that get concentrated into the drop table, the less likely you are to fully max one. Because the only thing that's really important is getting things to shiny level 2. Shiny level 3s are actually kind of bad. Not in the sense that getting something to shiny level 3 is bad in its usage, but it's bad in the sense that any copies you get beyond fully maxing it, once you get it to level 3, you get almost no return on. It's basically like getting a nothing drop. And the more nothing drops you have, the more nothing you're getting whenever you open shiny keys. But if you wait longer, you won't be getting those nothing drops. And that's basically our strategy. Wait very long time until something comes out that is so enticing to use shiny keys on that we'll be like, okay, we gotta go get this thing upgraded. Hello, Alex. Hello, Anderson. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. So I feel like I missed a question somewheres. Any update to shiny keys? No, we haven't had one in a while. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get one this year because this year has been pretty PvP focused. But I could definitely see sometime next year if they start updating some stuff that could come around. Because there's still so many segments of the game that they really need to go and update. I wouldn't even be surprised if kind of like how this year was a PvP rework focused year. I wouldn't be surprised if next year is like a economy rework kind of thing. Where they kind of look back on a lot of things like pets, like shiny keys, like the banner system. That is very weird because there's basically like half the banners in the game are discontinued as far as the ones that you use those tokens on. They're not discontinued in the sense that they're never coming back, it's just they have no set rotation. So they're kind of just in a weird in-between, where I think there's about 6 banners in the game right now where you physically cannot get them if you currently do not own them right now. They will be rotating at some point, but they don't really have a proper system to rotate at the moment. And a couple other weird things like that. Obviously, Treasure Hunt being buffed, maybe Arena being buffed. I would love to see a year like that, where we don't get too much new content, but it is really focused on updating all the older stuff. They're always going to have some kind of newer stuff just to have something shiny to go show. But, I don't know, a lot of newer or a lot of older stuff really needs some tweaking. This year, of course, being the PvP focus, just because PvP is such a big part. Which reminds me, we still haven't gotten the return of... Oh gosh, what's it called? We haven't had the return of Guild Wars yet. Guild Wars is still coming sometime later this year. As Isabel mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Hope is greatly appreciated. Also, I'll hand out a redeem code soon. I'll probably hand it out once we run out of sigils for Bounty Hunter. So that was the main focus of the stream. Then we'll go clear out all the dailies and everything else we want to go poke at. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish out every battle, though. We'll do a good chunk of them right now. Obviously, we have a whole weekend to finish the event, so I'm not in a huge rush. We're only like 20 minutes in, and we're almost like halfway done with Bounty Hunter. Gosh, Bounty Hunter is so free these days. It's actually insane how free it is, especially since Stilleric's buff. It was already kind of free before that if you ran a 3-team. But since then, gosh, it is absurdly free. As far as how easy it is just to go through real quick. Bounty Hunter's never been freer in a speed sense. Resource-wise, it's still the same cost it's always been. But speed-wise, it takes no time at all. Hey, look at this. We're almost half score at 20-minute mark. We're actually on track probably to finish in 50 minutes or less if we were to do them all consecutively. I always keep mentioning Bounty Hunter as an hour-long event, but with Stellarex, it's actually slightly lower than an hour for full completion. Which makes it one of the quicker weekend events that you can full complete. Because if you count Arena as having to do it like up until you get all rewards once as a full completion, that event actually takes it quite a bit longer. And of course, there isn't really a completion, quote-unquote, to Vault Keys. Though if we go for 300, that's way longer as well. So yeah, Bounty Hunter would actually be, or is, the quickest weekend event in the game. The duration of which it takes with Stellarex, or a similarly strong option if you're doing a 3-1 team. 3 Bounty Hunter troops, 1 captain, or not 1 captain, but, you know, 1 good troop or 1 good weapon. It makes it the quickest game mode in of any weekend game mode currently. Did I get my PC yet? Is that to Isabel or to me? No, I haven't gotten a new PC yet. I do want to do that at some point this summer. Ideally before Brighter Shores comes out, because I will be way too preoccupied with that game to bother with much else after that. So I really need to figure out when that game's going to be coming out and get a PC set up before then. I probably plan to do it either in July or August. Though I'm pretty sure that question was aimed at Isabel, though I am also getting one this summer finally. I haven't had a proper PC set up since 2004, so... I actually haven't had a real computer, or, you know, quote-unquote real, in 20 years. Because the last 3 computers I've had have all been laptops. Because I had a laptop in high school, I had a laptop in college, which is my side computer right now, that 10-year-old one that I keep mentioning. Actually, at this point, it's about to be 11-year-old this summer. I didn't even think about that. It turns 11-year-old this summer. In like 1 month from now, the side computer is 11 years old. That is insane. And then the one I'm using now, which I actually forget when I got this one. I want to say like 3-4 years ago. The screen has been broken for a while now on it. Actually, didn't I get this pre-pandemic? Because if that's the case, that means we've had this almost for 5 years now then. Which, that's quite a while already. Time flew by. But yeah, we're finally getting a proper PC sometime this summer, most likely. I'm just not sure what to get. And I kind of want to get a fully pre-built one because I just don't want to deal with actually doing all that. Even if I have to spend like 10 or 20% more, honestly, I don't really mind. I just don't know really what I should be going for these days. I know generally what I want spec-wise. I'm just not really sure where or how I want to go about obtaining it. I'm not looking for the biggest powerhouse. Just something nice in the middle range. I would definitely want to get something with an older graphic card, though. Because that should overall make it a bit cheaper. Because I definitely don't need whatever the most modern thing is. If it has a graphic card from like 3-5 years ago, that's perfectly fine, as long as it's like still a decent one. Yeah, previous gen CPU I am considering. I actually did that with my laptop as well. And it made it a bit cheaper. Because they're still really good, but they're not like the most shiny modern things, so they're not overly priced. I'm just not sure what current and previous gen even are these days, though. How much extra do you have to spend to finish this event? Oh, you only have to spend tier 5 in a blue orb. It's not that bad. We've been doing this a lot for Bounty Hunter lately. Which, oddly enough, was also the OG strategy for Bounty Hunter. I always make that joke, but we've kind of come full circle in Bounty Hunter. Where the meta, when it first came out, because the bounty team itself wasn't strong enough, you had to use 3 bounty troops with a damage source. It used to be Yagwe back in the day. Then for the longest time, we did 4 bounty troops because, you know, it was just max score. Because by that point, you could get away with that. And now it's come full circle, especially with Stellarex being so broken. Where we now do 3 bounty troops with Stellarex. Just because Stellarex is just so much speed that it pays for itself in how much extra speed you have relative to how much score you lose. Yeah, it's only tier 5. It's not bad. It's 700 gems and an orb. So it does technically cost, what, 400 more gems, assuming you're normally going for a tier 4. But it saves you like an hour or so, give or take a bit. Which I personally feel like is worth it for 400 gems. But yeah, this team gets it done in about 50 minutes for full bounty hunter completion. Give or take a little bit depending on what teams we have available at the end. But we're already more than halfway there at the 25-minute mark. So even less than 50 minutes. Maybe closer to 45 minutes or something. Yeah, it's really quick. Definitely advised. Even if you don't have Stellarex, there's plenty of things you could put there as alternatives. Stellarex, of course, is just the best option by a mile. Things like Truffle, Beatrix, Tesla all get the job done. Hey, we gained a level. I'll put into red, I guess. Anything that isn't purple, we'll just put into whatever. Yeah, at this point, I guess we'll just do all Bounty Hunter. It's going so quick, we might as well. I'll do Bounty Hunter until we run out of sigils, hand out a redeem code, and then the rest of the time, probably just clear out everything. We gotta go do 2 alliance fights. We gotta go poke PvP a little. Get our gold marked from yesterday. Which I think we had mech in some other category. The other category I recall being slightly annoying compared to mech. It shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, you can still go the true damage Tagraki team. That's the meta if you're going 4 times Bounty Hunter. It's Ogress, Tagraki, any of the other true damagers like Corpse Mirror, and then the Bounty Captain in the last slot. And that will give you 30 times multiplier for maximum points, and it wins pretty quickly. But it doesn't win 1-click Stellarex quickly. Which is going to be 2-click here, but same difference. Yeah, with Tagraki team, you have to like 8 times cast, not counting mana accumulation. Where this time with this team is 2 times cast without mana accumulation. Just Stellarex into Stellarex. Mana surge. Oh, I just realized we have that annoying monk. I was wondering how this battle kept taking slightly longer. It's because he keeps gaining barrier from Dragonian Monk. What does that even do? Oh, just enchants. I was gonna say, why did I need to target an ally? But it's because it gives the enchant thingy. Warwolf is better than Ogress? It is a lot of red. We did used to use it a little bit with, I think, what, Deep Boar? Don't both of those do red? But yeah, Werewolf plus Deep Boar used to be used a little bit back in the day. I just always kind of preferred Ogress, though. It's a lot tankier. And as long as it doesn't take HP damage, you feed really nicely to all mana. The only big issue with like the Werewolf, Deep Boar, or not Deep Boar, whatever that one guy that creates red is that goes with Werewolf. I forget his name. He's like brown-purple that creates a bunch of red and synergizes really well with Werewolf or whatever their synergy is. I recall them being used quite a lot in the past. But, the only issue is they're really red-heavy. Which is perfectly fine, because there's enough true damage reds. There's like 3 true damage reds in the game for Bounty Hunter. But, I don't know, just always felt a little bit clunky. Because sometimes you do get money, mana locked out. It does work. I just always kind of preferred Ogress personally. Ever since it came out. But we did used to run that way back when. Werewolf and that one Boar troop. I keep forgetting his name. Yeah, Ogress does have stun. She, the biggest reason why you really use her though, beyond just mass mana accumulation, and even ignoring the stun, she has 50% score reduction to resummon. She's basically an invincible wall. At least in the context of Bounty Hunter. But even outside of Bounty Hunter, still pretty tanky. Like, she never, ever, ever dies. And when you're running a 4 times Bounty team, it's a little bit more relevant. Because you actually take a lot more damage, generally. which you can't really tell because we keep auto-winning with Stellaryx. But battles do go a little bit longer, so you don't have to deal with it. Like, right now, yeah, we are getting the benefit of stun. Normally, the first slot on this opposing team would have a 25% chance to revive every battle. But because we're Ogre stunning it every time, he never revives. Which would be a downside of not running Ogress on this particular situation. Some weeks it's more stronger than others. Like, one of the other weeks, like a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, we were able to stun away 100% revive on first slot, which made it so we never had to deal with it. Right now, we're stunning his 25% revive. So in situations like that, you do actually get more speed out of Ogress as well. Instead of a 25%, he now has a 0% chance. Yeah, the main advantage of Ogress is generally her stun. Then it has more overall board clear. Like, if you're doing an ability that creates, let's say, like 15 red, for example, you're clearing a lot more board if you explode the entire thing than you do from 15 reds getting matched together. You might get more mana from matching 15 reds, but you don't get as much board clear. And with more board clear, you have more extra turn chance. So I guess if you're matching into a red extra turn, then that doesn't even matter as much, so. But she does have far more board clear if the board state isn't as good. Whereas the board will still be pretty similar if you're creating like 10, 15-ish reds. You'll get a lot of red out of it, but the board state will still be similar. Which could be good if you already have a good board state, but it could be slightly problematic if the board state's kind of already bad still. Whereas with Ogres, you always get a fresh one. Good or bad. Which of course could still backfire too. You get a new board state that's worse than your previous. It doesn't generally happen, but it can happen. Alright, final battle. And we basically finished all Bounty Hunter in 31 minutes. If we had more sigils, it would take us a total of 40 minutes. So yeah, Bounty Hunter only takes like 40 minutes these days with Stellaryx. So if you really focus, I'm pretty sure you can get it done in under half an hour. If it clicked perfectly the whole time and never lost full focus and actually had enough sigils to do so because we can't all today. Even with perfect Valraven luck, we'll always fall slightly short on this Friday. But that's what the other 2 days are for. There we go. 213,000 out of the 250 we need. We have every reward except the final one, which is pretty much already there. And look at that. Easy as that. You know what? Let's go take the rewards already. See what we get for Bounty Hunter this week. Come on, anything good? Come on. Oh, look at that. Small Glory Orb. Nice. This is the one we really want to see, though. Ooh, Major Purple, the break even. Test it on a rant. But yeah, we got our break even orb. Ooh. Now let's go get the rest of our profit. Very nice. Alright, so good Bounty Hunter this weekend. Anyways, another news. Redeem code time. I said I would hand out a redeem code when we finish up Bounty Hunter. And we're as finished as we can be at the moment. Obviously, it's not finished, but we'll get it done tomorrow and or Sunday. Wait, oops, this happened. Wait. My code just didn't code. I tried clicking cut and it did nothing. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code. You use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code is underneath settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And give same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Anyways, let's go do all the other things we need to go do. That being Underspire, that being I need more torches, that being pretty much every daily. And you know what we really need to go do and not forget to go do? We have the Bear Summer event. So let's make sure we keep making progress on this. Next objective is going to be getting all the pets. Not only does this upgrade, well, the troop itself, but we need to do this 6 times so we can get the golden version. And that's the main thing I want to go get. And then from there, we only really have the orb and we're good to go because I already have the summer armor from last summer's event. But we're still running Tak Shaka for this, you know the drill. If you could run Stellaryx Tak Shaka, we probably are. And that's the current state of the game right now. Will I read Isabel's message? Sorry, which one did I miss? Let's see. No, you'll be at the sawmill without me? Oh no, what did I do? Wait. You missed my message. Wait. Change of date, July 3rd. Oh yeah, that's fine. As long as it's not July 4th, because I'm probably going to be busy with the holiday that day. Yeah, July 3rd should work. I just need to let them know in advance. Oh, yeah, I leave on my trip in about a week from now. Because I'm leaving next week Saturday. So we're going to have no streams from that Saturday to Saturday. Not this week Saturday, but next week Saturday. Yeah, July 3rd works. I'll let them know. And I assume still the same time, around noonish or so. Yeah, sorry about that. I missed it. Maybe if I did, she would poke me on Discord or something. Speaking of things I haven't checked today. Apparently, I only read your messages. My problem is I read from the bottom up, and then I'll go on like a 5 to 10 minute rant on like the most recent comment I saw, explaining it. And then I never see the older messages. YouTube's really weird like that. Because if you're looking at chat every like interval of time, you're looking at it like in the past, but you're looking at it from like, you know, what is currently the most recent one to what is the most dated one. And at a certain point, you don't bother scrolling up. So it's kind of easy to miss some chat messages sometimes. Alright, there we go. And we have enough to go get 3 sandcastles. Technically, we already got one for free from logging in. I think just even logging in 1 during this time, you get a copy of it. But of course, we gotta get this 5 times to max it, and then we have to do it 1 additional time to get the golden version. And that's what we're currently working on now. And when we have that, we'll put the rest into Power Orb, most likely. Anyways, let's go clear all the dailies. Anything good? Complete all battles on a single adventure board. Boo. Alright, we only got 1 good one here. Gotta do them all, though. You have no problem for the code. Enjoy, everyone. Alright, let's go through all of these. Unfortunately, we gotta take the 2 useless ones. At least one of them is glory. But this gold one is basically 0 gold. I don't know, I say that. That's actually not like the worst amount of gold ever. So what is this? The previous bounty troop? Gosh, I kind of forgot that existed. I was looking at that troop for a second. I was like, wait, what is this thing? But that's the previous bounty hunter troop. Gosh, that thing is, I keep forgetting, like, what exists in the game. Whenever something's extremely non-meta. I kind of forget it even exists. It's really funny because it's generally newer content that I forget exists. Like, really bad newer content that's come out in the last year or two, I am more likely to forget about than dead content from, like, 8 years ago. Just because the dead content from 8 years ago, at least, has, like, always been around. Yet newer dead content has been around for so little that it's like, wait, what is this thing? Because that was last month's bounty hunter troop. That one in, like, that weird armor kind of getup. But I kind of forgot he's even in the game. Because we used him for 1 bounty hunter event for, like, an hour and then never touched him again. Similar to how we're about to use with this Yeti thing we just got today. We use it for about an hour and then never touch it again after, like, tomorrow. If only there was a special free emoji we could use to get Tacit's attention. Gotta be careful, though. YouTube sometimes shadow bans comments that have too many emojis in them. To the point where I might not even see it to begin with. So that might not be a good strategy. Who knows? Maybe I'll notice the new emojis. Because we are going to have a new set soon. Soon, TM. Are we set to live chat? Yeah, I am set to live chat. Though it doesn't help if I don't look at chat. Doesn't matter what chat setting we have if we don't notice chat. Just sometimes I get really into something and then forget that there's a chat I need to be constantly looking at to the side of me. Anyways, Invasion. Let's go do Invasion real quick. I think El Loco has carried us. Gosh, Isabel and El Loco, ultra hard carrying us. I guess Samash too, tied with Isabel right there. But look at El Loco go. He's making up for lost time. He's gone for like 2 weeks, and now he's doing 2 weeks of battles in 1 week. Technically 3 weeks of battles in 1 week. I should have taken that. That was free. I keep forgetting what this thing's convert is. I think I've done that at least like 5 times this week. Sakima's always been that really weird troop that should be meta but isn't for some reason. Which I never really understood. Like, everything about her should make her a top double converter contender. Yet it just feels like there's no team comp you ever use her in. Other than when you're restricted to half user like right now. She's in just like one of the weirdest positions. Where in theory she's absurdly good, but never gets used. And the bounty he's doing, a Loco's 5 people. Did he actually go that high on score? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, catch you later, Sonny. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Bill, you're making me miss all the other comments that don't have the emoji next to them. Now I can only see your comment. Because that one icon is like super large for some reason. Hey, we looked earlier. Her score was really high. It was like top 15 or something. Say, hopefully there'll be enough skulls left that we can actually poke them, but not quite. Oh, you made top 5, Bill? I didn't even notice that. Nice. Somehow misread that earlier. Or didn't notice the comment. Oh, what's new? Oh, so we have a lot of PvP we need to do today, I just realized. I might even just skip Underspire tonight. Just focus on it more tomorrow. Since we're basically going to spend, like, barely any time at all on Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter tomorrow night will take us, like, not even 2 minutes. Because we don't have any new event to do tomorrow, so we'll probably just focus entirely on Bounty Hunter. I mean, not on Bounty Hunter, I mean on Underspire, Because Bounty Hunter is basically done. Catch you later, Miss Insane Witch. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Nice little extra turn. Oh, wait, why did I do that? I should have just taken the skull. No. Alright, we got a free skull. It all came in together after the end. Alright, we're good to go there. We're good to go there. We're good to go there. When's the next big Old School RuneScape update? It's happening on July 10th. Though they have a big tournament thingy happening tomorrow. I might send you the link on it. They have a big tournament thingy that I might end up watching. But as far as like main content update, it's going to be after we come back on July 10th. We're probably going to be doing it a day or two after. I'm probably not going to do it the day of because of bugs, and I might actually still be busy that day. I'm not sure because I think that falls on a Wednesday. July, that's so far, yeah. The game's similar to Gems of War in that it only gets like, I want to say like several really big updates a year. And honestly, the previous really big update was back in March. We've gotten like a few rebalances stuff, like sweeping rebalances across the game. But the last big content update for that game wasn't until like March, or March 20th. So it's been like 3 months. Yeah, the next one's on July 10th. I might do one stream before then. But I'll probably just do a Power World streaming instead. Because 1 week from today, we'll probably do Power World, because the Power World update, I believe, comes on Thursday. And I'm probably not going to do it the day of. Or if we do, we're going to do single player only that day. But on Sunday, we definitely will, because that'll be the last day we'll be streaming it all for other games or for Gems of War. On Saturday, I will be covering a video for the following week's Monday event thingy. I'll be covering it like 3 days early or 2 days early, technically. But next week Saturday, not this week Saturday. But I won't actually have any stream on next week Saturday. Not tomorrow, but next week. It's so confusing because there's another Saturday in between. Yeah, another big Palia update's coming on Friday. I'm definitely streaming it on Friday. I'm not sure if I will on Thursday. The patch technically comes out on Thursday. If I do it on Thursday, it'll be only single player. We won't do any co-op on that day. But Friday, we're definitely doing it. Definitely messing with some co-op. Probably single and co-op, especially if we don't do another stream prior. But anyways, what am I doing? I keep just stumbling around menus. Dungeon. Top 3, go. Top 3, go. Oh, boo. We got weakness. Alright, we only got weakness. That's fine. Could have been worse. Actually, Isabel, that reminds me. There's another link of something I want to go send you. Because I think you might actually like it. The event thing that they're doing tomorrow, I'm not sure if you would like as much, but I'll send you the link to when it's live. But there's some other thing that they do that's basically like, have any of you guys watched Survivor? Basically, there's a content creator for old school RuneScape that has basically made a game show that's like Survivor. Except within like a context of a game itself, within the context of an MMO. And it's probably the best produced piece of content. They're on season 4 already. But it's easily the best produced piece of content that the game offers by like a mile. Like honestly, it's probably better than whatever Survivor is doing these days. As far as their editing. Like it's actually really, really good. So thank you, Isabel, for the continued support. Greatly, greatly appreciated. You tried Palia, then I'll definitely try Brighter Shores. Deal? Yes, I will try Palia, though it'll have to be after our break, or you know, when we leave for a week. It won't be before. But yes, after I come back from seeing family, we will try Palia. I'm not sure how invested we'll get into Palia, but we will try it. What exactly that date will be, I have no clue. But sometime probably like early mid-July. Hey, free amethyst. Alright, that's not too bad. Wow, we dodged the web too, which is nice. Don't have to deal with that. Anyways, we did that, we did that, we did that. Bear to heat, we did that. Most important one, probably to take 2. Because that one actually expires pretty much every day. Alright, I think the only thing left is PvP now. Unless I forgot something here. Nope, just PvP. Okay, so, there are 3 things we need to go do. The first one is, let's just go get a buff. So that we can go get all of our Valhawks. Actually, let me go do it over here. It's actually more of a benefit. Oh, it's Blood Frenzied here, though. Never mind. I'm just gonna stick with middle. Actually, do those side battles get Blood Frenzied? I don't think they do. I think that only applies to quick battle. So I can actually still take the full bonus here without having to deal with Blood Frenzy, I am pretty sure. Because the only reason I sometimes don't take this is sometimes this is an annoying color, but this week is blue, so it's very free. If this was like brown or something, it'd be too annoying to do compared to Central. But this will give us 10 magic instead of 6. So it's worth taking for that little bit extra. But then the other thing we're going to need is... I have to go do all the battles. So we're going to need our 3 Valhawks, we're going to need the 2 Citadels, and then we actually need to go do one of the Alliance fights. Actually, I had so many PvP dailies lately. Luckily, most of them are pretty ignorable. Though you are losing out on basically deed books if you do ignore them, which is not ideal. I definitely don't advise skipping on at least the gold mark related dailies. Like, skipping the Valhawk and the buff that we're doing right now, those are pretty skippable, I would say. I still do them because we're still in speculation on how good VP will be once the season shifts over. However, the daily you definitely don't want to be skipping are any related to Alliance. 5 times a week on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, which of course includes today, as it is Friday. You can do an Alliance fight to get 15 gold marks. You get 5 at the 3rd battle, and then 10 at the 5th. And you're allowed to lose 1 and still get full loot. Because you get 6 sigils every day and you only need 5. But yeah, you definitely want to be taking that every single week. You definitely want to be getting your weekly 500 that you get from hitting 6.5k. But the Valhalla thing is, you can kind of ignore that and be fine. Alright, so, also I said earlier I would probably grind on the day that there's a blue frenzy thing. I didn't realize today was blue. I really don't feel like doing that much PvP today. Beyond what we have to do. We have Mystic and Mech category. Let me go do Mech first, because this one's free gets. So I'll do Mech first, and then I guess we have to go build a Mystic team, unfortunately. Because I do need those gold marks. I avoided it yesterday, just so we didn't have to deal with it, but we are going to have to do it today if we want to get those gold marks from it. There's always a category that's easier than the other. And Mech is substantially easier. Especially if you have double Tina. Because there's a pretty standard meta team right now. And it's what both of us are using. Bork, Mech, into double Tina. Pretty established meta for this category. Don't need to really run much else. Oh, we actually got first cast. That's interesting. So we have mana advantage. I say that, but we can actually lose here. Oh, especially if we miss like that. Oh, wow. We got really lucky with him getting a really bad cast. Oh, no. No! We're actually going to lose. I need an extra turn from this. I should have borked. Are we actually going to lose? Let's see. Oh, no. We're still in this. Come on, come on. Wow, those shots are so bad. If he gets that Tino off, we lose. No! We actually lost. We lost the mirror fight. Luckily, these battles, it's not that big a deal if we lose. But yeah, meta versus meta. And we got Tina'd. Normally with first turn advantage, that doesn't happen, but he got first cast. So we kind of fell behind the curve and then got unlucky with our cast. I did this to go dodge Tina, and then nope. Because I saw the Iron Hawk in the thumbnail, and it's like, oh, they're not going to be using Tina. Nope, double Tina. Unfortunate. Ultimately, probably not that big a deal, though. That does look like he's going to get first cast on us. It's never a good sign. Oh, I kind of needed that, but that's fine, I guess. As long as we kill Tina here, we win. Alright, we won. At some point, we'll be allowed to have a turn. I'm sure of it. Just gotta wait till he does his 20 turns first. It's pretty much his current state of the game in a nutshell. Just wait out the infinite loop until you maybe get a turn. Yeah, 53 months, that's kind of insane. That's really high up there. Actually, YouTube has added extension badges too. I think we could almost do a whole nother set. I'm not sure what we would do for another set though. Because currently we have the 3 rarities of Epic, then Legendary, then Mythic. Then we have the 3 elite levels of Bronze, Silver, then Gold for our icons. But we don't have anything beyond that. I don't have any made. I didn't bother getting any made this batch of new icons. But YouTube since then has like 2 or 3 more categories. If it's only 2, that's going to be kind of awkward. So I'm not sure how many they added. Yeah, we might need to find something to do for super extended badges. Because I think I currently only have it upgraded up to the 2-year mark. Or I think we can have a 3-year, a 4-year, and maybe a 5-year? I'm not sure. Because I think it's based on your most highly contributed person. And because Isabel's our most highly contributed person at 53 months. Or, you know, longest duration. Because I don't think anyone's longer than 53 months. That's basically when we started it. So she's been going the whole time. Because what, 30 or 60 would be 5-year then. Which is probably why I don't have access to a 5-year icon yet. Because no one's at the 5-year mark yet. Yeah, Wand's kind of annoying in the current state of the game. The biggest issue with Wand is it makes a lot of other weapons just not usable. Oh, was that your Broken Spire team that we need to go make? Yeah. I see why I didn't do this the other day. Do we want to go Billion Salamandria build? I kind of want to do triple Salamandria into a weapon. What's our best weapon that isn't trash? What's the best not useless weapon here for extra turning? Specifically for extra turning. I could always just not run hero and just firebomb it and hope we get lucky. The problem is our ability is per extra turn, which means you need extra turns to get it rolling. I could always try Flamer Fur, I guess. She doesn't count as a giant, oddly enough. I'm still going Titan. And I'm going banner like double brown red or something. No, not minus purple. Not minus yellow either. I'll go red brown, I guess. I guess we'll go with this. It's not ideal, but should get the job done. We don't need the fanciest of teams. Just need it to be good enough. Oh yeah, freeze is going to be an issue. I have no anti-freeze in this team. Not much I can really do about that. Oh, we got potion gems. Oh, that's going to make extra turning a lot easier. The problem is we actually still have to land an extra turn. There we go. Once we get the one, we kind of just snowball from there. The biggest issue with this team is just getting that initial extra turn, but once we do, it's over. We won. There we go. Alright, that wasn't that bad. It's a very clunky team, but once it gets going, we kind of just auto-win. Oh wait, we have access to Ogress? I guess I could have gone down the Ogress route. I'm fine with just Flamer Fur. Not that big a deal. Because once it gets going, look at that. Auto-win. Can we do it again? If we had to, we do it again. The Fire God weapon seems meta. Wait, which one? Does Titan have Fireblade trait? No. It does not have that one Fireblade trait thingy. I'm using it more so for that Brown Storm for the extra turn initially. Because of barrier on Brown. Alright, I think we should just run away from any battle that has Titan. Or Elementals, I mean. I don't understand why everyone's using Elementals. It's so slow in this context. Like, it's really good at not losing. Which is so annoying to deal with. Making it harder for everyone else. It makes sense when lower level players use it, because they kind of need to. But it makes a lot less sense when a higher level player is doing it, when they already have enough durability to not die to begin with. You're giving up a lot of speed to run Elementals. Oh, that one new one? Oh, that's probably why I keep forgetting about it. It's always the newer stuff I forget about. Which is why I'm using like an older weapon, Flamer Fur. Which used to be really meta back in the day. It used to be used in the Zolgoth team, most notably. But also a handful of other pretty red-heavy teams. Even Yalgoi Queen of Tanya for some amount of time. Like, if we could ever get a turn, we'll win. Alright, we're in a weird situation right now. Because in theory, we one-shot him, but I have no way to hit him twice. Which is making this very hard to do. Because I need to hit him? Oh wait, he dropped his barrier. No, he got barrier. Okay, I need him just to not regain barrier. Can you do that? Can you stop gaining barrier for 1 second? So I can just whack you real quick. Don't do it. Don't do it. I see you're thinking about it. Don't do it. Good, he didn't do it. Big issue with teams like this. You generally don't have a way to really get rid of barrier. Oh, so do we only get 7 gold marks? Quick, everyone leave the Dark Alliance. The number's going down too much. Alright, there's still 2 more things we gotta go do. We gotta get 1 more Valhawk, and we gotta go do our Alliance fight today. So we gotta do either Naga, which is probably the one I'm clicking, or Mystic. And you know what one we're going for. And you know what team we're using. Alright, let's theory craft a team real quick. We're gonna need Attack Shaka. Attack Shaka. Attack Shaka. And now the logical thing would be a Venoxia. But since we're already on this menu, we'll get another Takshaka. Hey, if we bought 4 Takshakas, we're getting our values worth out of this thing. This is like the reason we got Takshaka. I'm using it. There, we'll give you assassin classes, even better. But actually, I should have said it's double blue. I'm not sure why I said it to that banner, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. I don't think it's going to make that big of an impact. No, it actually does. I actually should set it to blue. I should set it to double blue, +1 red or yellow. Oh yeah, it is Naga. I can run Wand. Hold up, I can literally run Wand triple Takshaka. Wait. But 4 Takshaka is funnier. I forgot, it's Naga, not Mrs. Skills. So I actually can run Wand triple Takshaka. That is true. That is very true. However, 4 Takshaka is funnier. But yes, we actually can run Wand triple Takshaka. I forgot, it's Naga restriction, so we're allowed to use any. It's only Mrs. Scales restriction that we're not allowed to use Wand. Which is what I thought it was for a second. But a Naga restriction, we actually can run Wand. As well as any hero weapon. I don't think we're going to need it, though. Though getting frozen is not ideal. This team very much does not have an anti-freeze due to the lack of Wand. Ultimately, that will probably barely matter, though. And there we go, we got our gold marks. Easy as that. Alright, now... Wait, never mind. Oops. That wasn't what I thought it was. I forgot we're doing the Citadel fights. I thought that was the gold marks. Because we're getting so little from the kingdoms now, when I saw a 5 gold mark, I was like, oh yeah, that's our kingdom amount now. Never mind. Because the kingdom amount's already down to 7. But that's not what that was. That was for the 3rd battle completion. Whoops. Gosh, that number's getting so low for the guild one, or the alliance one, that I'm confusing it with the one that you get for doing the alliance fight itself. There we go. Underspire now? Sure, I'll do some amount of Underspire. I might as well. I'm probably not going to do too many battles right now, though. Because I do want to go grab, I guess, second dinner, if that makes sense. I had a pretty small dinner today, so... I'm actually going to grab a bite to eat again after the stream. Alright, we'll do 1 more of these. And then we just need to go get our 1 single Valhawk, and then we'll go do a little bit of a Underspire. It's probably not going to be that much, though. But yeah, I'll show you what section I mean when I said earlier where it's the silver one that you do it on. You can tell that you're in the right section because you should have 3 sigils going onto your 4th if you were to take out the boss in the section. That's how you know you're in the one that you have to go use your first lantern on to get your double silver. Because if you haven't taken the boss yet and you currently have 3, it's the boss in that section that gives it to you. Let me just do quick battles real quick until we get a singular Valhawk. And then after that singular Valhawk, we'll do a little bit of Alliance. I mean, a little bit of Underspire. And then tomorrow we'll pretty much finish up Underspire. not done by then, we'll just finish it on Sunday. Actually, it might take Sunday because I think we're actually a little behind. We like full scouted 2 floors in a row. Second dinner? Are we related to hobbits? What was a small dinner? I just had fish with a thing my mom brought home from work. They actually have, because you know how special businesses have like special suppliers. And one thing she was able to get up from work was they have these special, like they're frozen, so they're already like pre-made. But they're, what do you call them? They're basically macaroni and cheese bites. So they're basically breaded mac and cheese that you then just put in the stove for about 10 minutes, and gosh, they come out so nice. Yeah, she was able to pick up a bag from them from work. Because it's not something you just pick up from a store, it's one of those special supplier things. So it's not something you can just buy at a random market. Though, of course, stuff like that is sold at random markets, but that specific one wouldn't be. But yeah, it is so good. I'm pretty sure at the restaurant they charge, or not really restaurant, it's like a, I'm not sure what you would call it, it's like a little catering kind of place thingy thing. But I'm pretty sure they charge like almost like probably like $7-8 for probably a dozen, probably even less. At the full bag has like 100 something in them. And she got it pretty cheap from work. Yeah, they're so good. Also, hello Cynical! Welcome, welcome. They got a nice kick to them too. Like, they're not supposed to be like super spicy, but they have like just enough spice that I don't hate it because I don't like super spicy stuff, but it still has like enough that's like, oh yeah, that has a nice kick to it. Anyways, let's go do a little bit of alliance fights. I mean, Underspire. I'm not gonna do too much right now. Oh wait, I'm not even in 3rd section yet? Oh wow. Yeah, it's the section after the section, Chad is the one that, has the one that you need a double. So the next boss I'm gonna see, we don't do double on. But once you have 3 of these and you're going to this next section, so right past the blue door, the boss that's past the blue door for this one right here is the one that we would use our first lantern on. And then the Rubrath all the way at the end, we also used our lantern on for double gold. But the next one gives double silver. So the next boss we see we're not going to use on because that will give us the blue door one. But the one after this is the one we lantern. We're not going to reach it today, but we'll go reach the next boss at least, since we're already down here. And at this point, we'll do 1 boss per day, I guess. That will finish out this mode. Because doing 1 a day will get it perfectly completed. Oh, yeah, I forgot, we're still using this team. I'm like taking extremely incorrect mana because I'm thinking of the Takshaka team we were just using. Gosh, I really hate the Underspire team we got to use this week. There is an upgrade we could do going into Ropedar Ubistet. My biggest concern with Ropedar Ubistet is mana accumulating for it. So until we get to like section 4 or 5, I think it's going to be slower than what we're using now. But yeah, this team's not ideal. And we do get something slightly quicker, but its mana accumulation is slower than this team. It's one of those weeks where Underspire honestly isn't that worth it, but we're still going to do it because we just need the loot and everything. It's definitely a slower Underspire week, even when we switch to Ubistet Ropedar. At least then we can double kill. So regardless of the scaling, it won't really matter as much. Whereas this team gets punished pretty heavily as they scale. As it itself does not scale.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
I do wish there was like a more standardized thing that we can use on a lot of Underspire weeks, just to speed it up a little. I guess to some degree that's what the trinkets are for. But the problem with the trinkets is they get far too little. You have to do over 100 battles a week. And to be able to get that many trinkets to do it on every fight is so absurdly expensive. Like, this is how many trinkets we accumulated for free over the last, like, months. Like, we're talking, like, 5-6 months. How long has that mechanic existed? A while. Actually, more than that. Yeah, that says over 6 months of free trinkets. And that's not even enough to last for 1 week. 6 months of free trinkets. And yes, you can spend, what, gems on them or whatever it is? But that's super not worth it. For the amount you get in return. Like every single instance that gives you those trinkets, they gotta give you at least 10 times more than they currently do for the exact same price for it to be worth it. Even then, it might not be worth it. But at least then, there'll be a reason to click it. Because the biggest issue with them right now is not necessarily that they're not helpful. It's just they're not helpful enough relative to how much it would cost to use them. Yeah, that's another issue with this mode too. You don't get any potion effects. It's probably the hardest game mode these days that you have to deal with a bad team that has no potion effects whatsoever. Because in every other area where you have to use a bad team, at least you have potion effects, so it doesn't seem as bad. Because you have enchant, you get like exploded almost to full mana on turn 1. You get some score reduction, you get a bunch of other knick-knack stuff. But here, you don't get any of that. But yeah, I think this is the first section where we're going to have to switch to the Ubestedt team. And then for the rest of this week, we'll have to do Ubestedt over the next few days. That's not too big a deal. Alright, I'll take this one. I just want to test it on this one. This is probably the last battle we do for now. So if anyone still has any other questions, anyone want me to go over, let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably be calling it for tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And our game plan for tomorrow is probably a lot of Underspire. And we'll be using the Rope Dart Ubestedt team. Because aside from that, we're basically just clearing up dailies and weeklies. Bounty Hunter's going to take like not even 5 minutes. Underspire will definitely be the most time-consuming one. Tomorrow's also the last day we got to do all the PvP stuff. Yeah, I'm going to be using the Ubestedt team, which is pretty similar to the one you just mentioned. I'll be using this team tomorrow. Rope Dart, Rashka Freeblood, Ubestedt, and Sakima. This will be our main mana accumulation. Then we just Rope Start to Ubestedt, and then Sakima for the little goal spam. So I'm not using Hellclaw, I think is the only thing I'm not using from your team. I'm basically using Rashka Freeblood instead of Hellclaw. Otherwise, the team's exactly the same. We're doing a Sun Spear for Red Storm, of course. I just wasn't doing that initially because this team's actually slower at the earlier end. But at the later end, this team will be quicker. And for the rest of it, we'll be messing with that. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thanks for stopping by. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. And, yeah, one more week of streams until we don't stream for a week. So not tomorrow, Saturday, but next week, Saturday. We are going to be gone. So from that week period, we're not going to have a single stream. So this is our last week of streaming until we're not streaming for a week, starting today. Like 1 week from today is our last stream for a week, basically. Is probably a better way to put it. So 1 week from today is our final stream for another week. I don't know how to say that to make it make sense. But basically, we're streaming for another week, and then we're not streaming for a week, and then we're back to normal. Because then I'll be back for my Trip Scene family. But we are streaming tomorrow. We are streaming for the next week. It's the following Saturday that we're not. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Is he going to Hawaii? No, we're just going to New Jersey. Actually, we should be seeing Isabel, too, fingers crossed. Assuming her schedule doesn't change. Because we're going to be meeting up at the good old Sawmill. Which I'm looking forward to eating there again. The food is so good there. I haven't been there in a while, and I'll probably go there like 3 times. Probably like twice with my dad, and obviously once with Isabel, which would be kind of funny. So I'm going to be eating there like every other day when I'm gone. Honestly, I would eat there every day if it wasn't for the fact that it takes like it's not close to my house is the problem. Like it's not far, but I wouldn't use the word close to describe its location. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. See you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for